Hello everyone, it's Scrappy Kathy here with a scrap backwards kind of Monday. I'm going to do my page in true scrap backwards spirit, in that I'm going to design a page with a rough idea that I'll probably use some photo from the cruise or my trip to England, because I have those. That's the most photos I have to scrap. But I'm just going to build the page without the photo. I happen to have a printer that is kind of on the blink, and another that is not cooperating. Let me put it that way. The one I kind of fell and ended up breaking the trays off the printer, and there's like a toggle that the tray, when you had the tray up, the printer wouldn't feed, and when you had the tray down, it knew that it could feed. And right now, with the trays broken off, the trigger that says that it's down is now saying that it's up. So that's a bit of a problem. Okay, I am taking like one of the papers. This is a bonus paper pattern from the this Bella Boulevard collection kit for Secrets of the Sea. And there's this this little panel that shows you all of the different patterns that were in the collection kit. And then on the other side was this stripe. Now, I've already used a bit off of the stripe for another layout, so I think I'm going to, let me see if I'm going to do this on white or navy. You know, it almost works. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get one of the thin pieces of white paper that I have I saved just for this. This is one of those pages that comes inside a page protector in some albums that you buy. So let me just do this, and I'll save this good thick sheet of paper for another time. And I'm going to grab, because I'm leaving the branding strip on, it almost fills the page, but I'm just going to kind of glue it on, and then I'll take a strip of that navy blue and let that be the seam down the middle. So since this is Secrets of the Sea, I'm thinking that I will be using a cruise picture, and Lord knows there are plenty of those. And we'll see what else goes on here. I may, let's see, do I want that navy blue or this blue? I think I'll go with the navy blue. And I want to be sure that I have the 12-inch side. So that'll do it, because I've cut some off of that too. I'm just going to cut that about an inch, or maybe 3/4 of an inch. Got this paper too that I had in a different place. And this has the price tag on it. And I'm gonna say that's okay. Okay, so that's my background. And I can pretty much take off from there. Let's say that I am going to use a three by four photo. Maybe right there. Is that 3 by 4? That is 3.5 by 4 1/4. Let me get something. I want to cut it to 3.5 by 4.5, and then okay, 3.5 by 4.5. All right, and I'm just going to put some foam behind that. And mount it there. Let's see. I guess I'm using these scissors. That will work. And then since we have this certain color palette that has no reds or pinks in it, I'm going to add those as in the embellishments, and they'll really stand out. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in place. And we don't need a lot of embellishments. I think I'll go over here where there aren't the cute sea creatures that I would be covering up. I'll just kind of do that. Okay, so one thing I know for sure that I want to use is this big old camera because it's in the right color scheme. And it's a good size for this. I can do that because I know that I have a 1/4 inch border if I print my photo at 3 by 4. So that's gonna work right there. I've got, let's see what else I have on this. I've got some flowers in circles that are, that I could line up along this guy, but I want to be sure and include this guy. It's a sticker that says "Enjoy Life," and I know I can find a photo that that shows some enjoyment of life going on. I'm gonna butt it right up next to the blue panel. Might let that be my title, but we'll see. But here is a tab, and I can put a date on that. Let me get a little bit of foam for the back of it. It's amazing how easily you can put together a page if you're not really trying to quote unquote match a photo. Let me get that on here. And again, I know I'm going to have that border around there if I print my photo 3x4. And if I need a little bit more of a border, I can do that. I've got this piece of chipboard that is a pink anchor. Let me see if I can squeeze that in. I kind of like that just right there, and it props up the flash on that camera. Okay, and this is a flare that I think would work. Because of the color, and it's kind of it kind of looks like the sea. I know I have some nautical symbols. Here is a kind of watery look. It's the wrong color blue. I'm looking in here. There's one with anchors. Ooh, here's a sailboat, and here's a steering. Okay, so let me get some tape. And put in these. I still like this one snugged up under here because to me it looks like an ocean with like, it kind of looks like a map. It's like an ocean with continents. And I like this one for maybe right here. And I have to add some red in because that's got a little bit of red. In fact, all three of the flare have some red, the nautical flare. And so I will definitely do that. I want pretty much all of the embellishing to kind of center around the photo, although I think I'm going to do this one right in here. And those little stickers that have the flowers, I think that works there. We'll add little sparks of color, I think. I just want to be sure that I can line them up, you know. Let me start there, and then I'll go here. Then I'll go here. And I have two more in that size, and those can go here and here. And I do have another one, but I think it's a little bit smaller. It is. So I'm going to put it someplace else, maybe right up there, just to add a little bit of color there. I have a small arrow which kind of goes along with the arrows that are there. And so I thought I would maybe put it right even with them. And I think, well, may as well use these hearts. We're at the end of the month, and I'm gonna go here and here with the hearts. And I have this diamond-shaped piece which could kind of fit in with that, but I think I'm gonna put that one down. Now let me get another sticker sheet, and we've got this one which says travel right here, and that could kind of go right here under this flare and at the corner of the photo. I'll put that down there. I've got little word joy here. Which maybe just right there. And there's everyday adventures. There's another arrow. They're not quite the right type of arrows, let me say. I think that might be all I'll use from here. There's this vacation and this happy days. I need something for right here or not, but I think I'll be done with that sticker sheet. Now here's the sticker sheet that came with that collection, and I kind of like this little cloud. And my photo may overlap that so that the cloud is right close to the photo, and that's with intent that's gonna work. I've got a fish and a jellyfish. I'm not just seeing a whole lot from here that would work. So I'm gonna put that one aside. And I've got this one, Simple Stories Sun-Kissed, that wasn't originally part of my kit, but I must have used it to pull something. What can I use here? Why not the word sun-kissed? And I'm gonna maybe put that right. Actually, what I would want to do there is to use a one that's not white, that doesn't have a white background. So I'm going to go enjoy life, good vibes. That kind of goes together. And then there is, I still would like to use sun-kissed somewhere. And I don't really see a place. So sun-kissed doesn't get used this time. I store this as a collection because I do have quite a bit of the rest of the collection, so I don't really need. I've got this Sunny Days that might also work right there. And I don't think I need anything else from here. There are a couple of wood grain hearts. There's a lemon and a lime and an orange slice. So there's lots of fruit left on the page. But I think I'll file that back with the collection. This is something I was maybe going to use these papers kind of like I've used these, or maybe fussy cut some elements out. So I'll save it. I won't toss it. I don't think I see anything here that needs to go on the page. I may use this as a layer of paper under the photo, but I'll cut it back. So I'm going to store it with it. And same with this. I may use that as a paper layer under the photo, and why not that as well? So right now, I think I'm done. Let's see, what do we have here? Enjoy the journey. I kind of like that idea. Let me pull this away so we've already said enjoy life. I'm going to put this back. I have plenty of travel photos where I can use enjoy the journey. There's this ticket that is a London ticket, and I didn't go to London. I'm going to tear it and let the torn pieces it'll look like a torn ticket, and you won't get too involved in the destination. Like I said, I flew into London unintentionally. The original intent was to fly directly from Newark to Manchester, but that flight got canceled. So they sent me to Heathrow instead. And Adam and Chris had to drive down and pick me up. Okay, let's see if there's anything in these other sticker sheets that I just need to use. I don't think so. I may, to be honest, I may, after I select the photo, there may be something that I remember from here that just needs to be on there. But basically, I've just used one sheet of paper, both sides of it, which was actually part of the packaging, and a whole bunch of stickers from my kit, and some flair without really being guided by the photo, but I know that I will have, I selected the kit knowing that I would have a lot of travel photos. So let me move the rest of this out of the way, and so you can see the page. And I'm very happy with this. It's not exactly minimalist, but it's maybe a little less embellishing on a page. But the patterns are very strong, and the theme is certainly cruise or at sea kind of travel. So I'm happy with it, and I'll store that with it, and we'll go from there. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're inspired to get out and scrap backwards. I had a full dose of it making layouts yesterday in the Vicki Boutin class, where we're designing and embellishing the layouts without having any idea what kind of photos. And I know that I can print my photos any size, so I go ahead with her sizes. But most of the other people in the class are going to print or adjust the pages. So everyone's pages will come out looking completely different, even though we followed the same, design principles and all used the same materials. So that's kind of my, I guess my lesson out of all of this is that you have supplies, you have things you fell in love with for some reason. Pull them up, use them, put together some pages, and it might be fun doing a page and then going and looking for the photo. It'll cause you to look back through the photos you have, and it'll spark some memories. It's not how I scrap all the time, but every once in a while, it's a fun way to do it. So thanks for watching. Bye.